You can be made to stop crying, but you can't be made to stop emptying your bladder. Welcome to section 4 of chapter 24 of the Holy Quran. It begins with sign 27. Namshi. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu la tadkhulu buyutan ghairil buyutikum hatta tas'alu nisun hatta tas'alinusu hatta tas'alinusu wa tus'alimu ala ahliha. O ye who believe, enter not houses other than yours, buyutan ghairi buyutukum, other than yours, until ye have asked permission. Hatta tas'alinusu wa tus'alimu hatta tus'alinu wa tus'alimu until you have had permission and saluted those in them, buyuti houses, those in them, aliha. Zalika khairun lakum la'allakum taskarun. That is best for you. Zalika khairun lakum, that is best for you, in order that you may heed what is seemingly. What is seemingly is in brackets. In order that you may heed, without the brackets. Aliha. Zalika khairun lakum, that is best for you. La'allakum tazakirun. In order that you may heed, into brackets, what is seemingly. Tuzakarun. Note. No, there is no note to it. No, there is note 2980. Note 2980. The conventions of property and privacy are essential to a refined life of goodness and purity. The English saying that an Englishman's home is his castle suggests a certain amount of exclusiveness and defiance. Full stop. The Muslim principle of asking respectful permission and exchange salutations ensures privacy without exclusiveness and friendliness without undue familiarity. We go to the next sign, which is sign 28. Let me see if I can light my. Pardon me, viewers. We go to the next sign, which is 28. وإن لم تجدوا فيها أحدا فلا تدخلوها. If you find no one in the house, enter not. La tadhuluha. Enter not. Hatta yuzina lakum. Until permission is given to you. Hatta yuzina. Hatta yuzana. Hatta yuzana lakum. Until permission is given to you. وإن وإن قيل لكم ارجعوا فارجعوا وإن قيل لكم ارجعوا فارجعوا. Uh, until permission is given to you. If ye are asked to go back, go back. In قيل لكم ارجعوا فارجعوا. If you are asked to go back, go back. Uh, huwa aska lakum. That makes for greater purity for yourselves. Huwa aska lakum. Wallahu bima ta'maluna alimun. And God knows well all that ye do. So these are manners in the Quran for Muslims. Over 1,004 years ago, or about 1,004 years ago, you don't enter somebody's house without permission. First, you have to ask permission. When you enter, you salute, you greet. It's called ordinary manners. For yourselves. And God knows well all that ye do. Okay. وَلَيْسَ عَلَيْكُمْ جِنَاحٌ أَن تَدْخُلُوا بُيُوتًا غير المسكونة فيها متاع لكم. It is no fault on your part to enter houses not used for living in, which serves some other use for you. The word other is in brackets. It is no fault on you. It is no fault on your part to enter houses not used for living, which serve some use for you. Viewers, we all know what that means. If a house is empty, you can enter if it has use for you. Mata and lakum, which is used for you. And God has knowledge of what ye reveal and what ye conceal. For you. Wallahu ya'lam ma tabduna. Wallahu ya'lam ma tabduna wa ma taktumuna. Ma tabduna wa ma taktumuna. And God has knowledge of what ye reveal, ma tabduna, and what you conceal, ma tumuna, what you conceal, ma tabduna, what you reveal, wa ma tumuna, what you conceal. Okay, we go to the next commentary. Did we do 8.1? No. Let's go to 29881. If you find no one in the house, no, we haven't done it. That is, if no one replies, there may be people in the house not in the presentable state, or even if the house is empty, you have no right to enter it until you obtain the owner's permission, wherever he may be. The fact of your not receiving a reply does not entitle you to enter without permission. You should wait or knock twice or three times and withdraw in case no permission is received. If you are actually asked to withdraw as the inmates are not in a condition to receive you, you should you should for you should for you should for is spelled Fortiori. For theory, you should for theory. I don't know, it may be Latin. You must for theory withdraw either for a time or together, comma, as the inmates may wish you to do. Even if they are your friends, you have no right to take them by surprise or enter against their wishes. Your own purity of life and conduct, as well as of your motives, is thus tested. So if you believe, or if you go by these laws, it means that you are pure. And it is this purity that is being tested. That's 2981 to sign 28. We now go to sign 29. Mm, mm. Laysa alaikum junahun. Oh, we've read it. We read it without a commentary. Laysa alaikum junahun an tadkhulu biyutan gairil maskunatin. Gairil maskunatin. It is no fault on your part to enter houses not used for living in. Gairil maskunatin. Fiha mata'un lakum. For living in, which serve you other use, which serve some other use for you. The word other is in bracket, which serve some other use for you. فيها متاع لكم والله يعلم ما تبدون وما تكتمون. God knows what you hide and what you reveal and what you hide. Um, let's see if there's any comment to it. Yes, there is 2982. If it's against some other use. The rule about dwelling houses is strict because privacy is precious and essential to a refined, decent, and well-ordered life. Such a rule, of course, does not apply to houses used for other useful purposes, such as an inn or caravanserai. Caravanserai is spelled Caravanserai, caravanserai, or a shop, or or a shop, or or a warehouse, eh, full stop. But even here, of course, implied permission from the owner is necessary as a matter of common sense. Full stop. The question in this passage is that the question in this passage is that of refined privacy, not that of rights of ownership. We now go to the next sign, which is sign 30. كل للمؤمنين يغدو كل للمؤمنين يغدو من أبصارهم يغدو من أبصاركم Say to the believers, Mominuna, believing men, say to the believing men, say the Mominuna, believing men, and not believing women here, Mominati, believing women, Mominati, but here, little Mominina. Say to the believing men that they should lower their gaze. They should lower their gaze. Uh, an yugudu absarihum. An yugudu absarihum. Aksarihim. An yugudu absarihim. To lower their gaze. ويحفظوا أف ويحفظوا ويحفظوا فروجهم to lower their gaze and guard their modesty. ذلك أزكى لكم. That will make for greater purity for you. That will make for greater purity for you. إن الله خبير بما يصنعون. خبير بما يصنعون. And God is well acquainted with all that they do. Bima, yes, alone. So lower your gaze, women. If you're a man, we are among especially women. Lower your gaze. Don't just be looking around like a torch with a torchlight, or making your eyes a torchlight. No, just lower your gaze, and then hearing bima. In Allah habirun bima yes naun. And Allah is well acquainted with all that ye do. And that's sign 30. That's a comment to 2983. 2983. The rule of modesty applies to men as well as women. A brazen stare by a man at a woman, or even at a man, is a breach of refined manners. You see a man, a woman. So when you see something, you say, yeah, pardon me. Pardon me. Uh, a brazen stare by a man at a woman, or even at a man in brackets, is a breach of refined manners. Where sex is concerned, modesty is not only good. It's not only good form. Into good form is in double inverted commas, colon. It is not only a guard. It is not only to guard the weaker sex, but also to guard the spirit, to guard the spiritual good of the stronger sex. So the stronger sex here, I suppose, being a man. You don't obey these laws, your spirituality is in question. And that was 2983. Now 2983 to sign 30. We are to sign 30. We're now going to sign 31. We're now going to sign 31. Okay. وكل للمؤمنات يغضضن وكل للمؤمنات يغضضن من أبصارهن. And say to the believing women, Mominati, that they should lower their gaze and min absarihim yaktudna an absarihim, to lower their an absarihinna, to lower their gaze, absarihinna for women. ويحفظن فروجهن furujahunna, وَيَحْفَظْنَ فُرُوجَهُنَّ. And lower the gaze and guard their modesty. Mm? Guard their modesty. Furujahunna. Wala yab, wala yabdina. Sorry, wala yubdina zinatuhunna. Wala yabdina zinatuhunna. Their modesty. And guard their modesty, that they should not display their beauty and ornaments. Mm? Wala yabdina zinatahunna. Mm? Their ornaments. Zinatuhunna. Illa ma zahara minha. Except what ordinarily appear thereof. Except what ordinarily appear thereof. In other words, if you have bracelets, for instance, you might not be able to hide it, or earrings, something. You cannot be able to hide them. Mm? Either bracelets or earrings, something like that. Mm? Except what ordinary appear thereof. Ordinary, the word ordinary is in brackets. Without it, it reads, except what appear thereof. Mm? Illa ma zahara minha. Wal yutrina ويضربن بخمرهن ويتهبن بجمورهن على جيوبها على جيوبهن على جيوبهن except that they should draw their veils over their bosoms and not display their beauty. Their beauty. We are coming to accept. Not illa li yub illa li yub ulatinna. Wala yubdina zinatunna illa liyulitihinna aw abaihinna. Except what is, and they should draw their veils over their bosoms and not display their beauty except to their husbands and fathers. Except to their husbands and fathers. Illa liyulitihinna aw abaihinna. Aw abai biyulitihinna, or except their husbands and their fathers, or their husbands' fathers, or their husbands' fathers. Aw aba'u latihinna, or their husbands' fathers. Aw ibna'ihinna, or their sons, their husbands' sons, their hands. So let's stop at that. Or their hands. Aw ibna'i, ibna'ihinna, on their sons. Aw ibna'i latihinna, or the sons of their husbands, or the sons of their husbands, sons of brothers and their brothers' sons. I've read the English part first. أو آبائهن أو آباء يؤ أو آباء يؤولتهن, the fathers of their husbands. أو إبنائهن, or their sons. أو إبناء يؤولتهن, or the sons of their husbands. أو أو إخوانهم, or their brothers. أو إخوانهم, or their brothers, sons of their fathers or the sons of their brothers. The sons of their fathers or the sons of their brothers or their brothers. The sons of their brothers or their brothers' sons. Yes, that's it. Or their brothers' sons. أو إخوانهن, or their brothers' sons. It's a long thing. So many exceptions. أو بناء إخواتهن, or the children of their brothers, or their إخواتهن, or their children of their brothers. أو بني إخواتهن, their husbands' fathers, their sons and their husbands' sons, their brothers or their brothers' sons. يا إخواتهن أو إبناء إخواتهن, أو إخواه أو بنا أو بني إخواتهن, or the children of their brothers, or أو نساء, or أو نسائهن, or their brothers, and their brothers and their brothers or their brothers' sons. We've done that. Or their sisters' sons, yes, or their sisters' sons, or أو نساء. What is it? أو نسائهن, أو نسائهن, or their women, أو نسائهن, or the slaves whom their right hands possess. نسائهن أو ما ملكت أو ما ملكت أيمانهم, أو ما ملكت أيمانهن, or their slaves, what their right hands possess, or their slaves. أو التابعين غير أولي الإربة. أو التابعون غير الأولى الأربعة من رجال, to their sons, their fathers, their husbands' fathers, their sons, their husbands' sons, their brothers or their brothers' sons, or their sisters' sons. Ibna'i Ihwati'inna. Let me see, where is it? أو أتابعين غير أولي الإربعة, or their husbands' sons, or their brothers and their brothers' sons, or their sisters' sons, or their women, or the slaves of what their right hands possess. Ma malakat aymanuhum. I think that's where we stop. Let me see. Ma malakat aymanuhum. Ma malakat aymanihunna. Ma malakat aymanihunna. Au possess, or male attendants free of sexual desires, or male attendants free of sexual desires. Mm. Atabi'una gairil ulil irba'atin, without sexual desires. Uh, arijalan أو رجالا أو الطفلا الذي لم يسهروا على 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 عورات النساء or their sisters sons or their women or the slaves whom their hands possess or male attendants free of sexual desires, or male attendants free of sexual desires. Uh, that is Gabriel. ما يخفون من نسائهم. أو أربعا من أربعة أو طفلا الذين لم يسهروا على عورات children. Let me see what is it. Or male attendants free of sexual desires. Mm. Or small children who have no carnal knowledge of women. Tiflat. Uh, small children. Okay, let me read all and then uh, I shouldn't be cutting them short because it's a bit complex. It's a bit difficult to siphon. إلا أربعة من الرجال أو طفلة الذين لم يسهروا على أرات للنساء, or children who have no feeling for women. Let me use my own interpretation. ولا يدربن بأرجلهن ليعلم ما يخفين من زينتهن. Slaves or whom they are free from sexual desire, or small children who have no carnal knowledge of women. mm, who have no carnal knowledge of women. زينتهن, زينتهن. Of Okay, let me read the English also. Have no carnal knowledge of women, and that they should not strike their feet in order to draw attention to their hidden ornaments. They should not strike their feet in order to draw attention to their hidden ornaments. And O ye believers, turn ye all together towards God in repentance, that ye may be successful. La'allakum tuflahun. So let's go back to Tiflan. From our Tiflatan, allazi lam yasharuhunna, la yasharuna ala urat nisa, who have no feeling for women. How la yadurina, how la yadribna bi arjulihinna, or to drag their feet in order to expose their ornaments. Bi arjulihunna liyaghlima ma yakhfina min zinatihim, to open their ornaments. Watubu ila Allahi jami'an. Watubu ila Allahi jami'an. In order, turn ye all together towards God. Tubu ala Allahi jami'an. And turn you all towards God in repentance that you may be successful. Mm. Watubu ila Allahi jami'an. All together. Uh, ayuha, ayuha mu'minin, O believers. La'allakum tuflihun. Uh, Towards God in repentance that you may succeed, that you may be successful. La'allakum tuflihun. uh, Difficult to read, isn't it? But it's okay. I think viewers, you sit down, go one after the other, read this, read that, read Arabic, read English. You can get to know what it's all about. Uh, let's go to the commentaries. And that is sign 31. How many commentaries are there for the 2984, then 85, then 86, 84, 85, 86, 87, 4, 5, 6, 7, 84, 85, 6. So let's go to 84 first. Their gaze, absarhinna. Their gaze, absarhinna. 2984. 2984. The need for modesty is the same in both men and women. The need for modesty is the same for both men and women. But on account of the differentiation of the sexes in nature, uh, temperaments, and social life of the sexes in nature, temperaments, and social life, a greater amount of privacy is required for women than for men, especially in the matter of dress and in covering of the bosom. 2985, Zina, means both natural beauty and artificial ornaments. Zinatun, both natural beauty and artificial ornaments. They should be concealed except what is open. In other words, cannot be concealed. And artificial ornaments. I think both are implied here, but chiefly the former, that's beauty. Mm, mm, that's natural beauty. You conceal your natural beauty. Maybe your face also. Maybe that's what we call a veil. But chiefly the former. The woman is asked not to make a display of her figure except to the following classes of people. That's what we enumerated earlier. Their husband, very good. Their husband, sorry, her husband, her husband too, her near relatives, whom a certain amount of neglige is permissible. Neglige is spelled Neglige. Probably not an English word. And a certain amount of neglige is permissible. Then three, her women. Her women. I don't know it means. What that means. Her husband, her near relatives, her women. Four, three, her women. I don't know what that means. Viewers, you can guess what that means. Her women, or maybe women friends. I don't know. Uh, Four, slaves, male and female, as they would be in constant attendance. Yes, they will be attending to them constant, as they would be in constant attendance, semicolon. But this item would now be blank with the abolition of slavery. There's no slavery now. With the abolition of slavery, except the Africans who transport themselves to the Arab countries to be molested. Okay. Then five, men who are free from sexual desire and who usually frequent the houses. And 6, infants or small children before they get a sense of sex. Compare also 33, sign 50. Compare also chapter 33, sign 50. We haven't gotten there yet, but I think we will stop here. That's at sign at note 2985. No, there is a part of it. We have 2986. We have 2986. Yes, we have 2986. 2986. It is one of the tricks of showy. Showy is spelled Showi. It's one of the tricks of showy or unchaste women. Showy or unchaste women to tinkle their ankles, to tinkle their ankle ornaments to draw attention to themselves. To tinkle their ankle ornaments to draw attention to themselves. I don't know what that means. To draw attention to themselves. And that's, uh, oh, there is still 87. Well, that's 2986. We're now going to the last note to sign 31, and that is note 2987. 2987. While all these details, indeed they are details, while all, that's why it's difficult to read or to understand, while all these details of the purity and good form of domestic life are being brought to our attention, we are clearly reminded that the chief object we should hold in view is our spiritual welfare. Full stop. All our brief life on this earth is a probation, and we must make our individual, domestic, and social life all contribute to our holiness. And we must make our individual, domestic, and social life all contribute to our holiness, so that we can get the real success and bliss which is in the aim of our spiritual endeavor. And that is the last commentary to sign 31, commentary 2987. We will stop here. We will pause here. When we come back, viewers, or we shall go to sign 32. And how many signs are there? 32 to 34. Okay. So when we come back, we shall go to sign 32 of this very section 4. Yes, of 32 of section 4 of chapter 24 of the Holy Quran. Thank you very much. Bye bye. God be with you all.